Hello everybody, HaroldF22 here, and today I am going to be reacting to a video sent to me by a fellow YouTuber named XSniperBlade81. I'll put his channel link down in the description, but the video that we will be reacting to is titled "Guy Getting Interviewed Only Wants to Talk About His Toy Collection." So it seemed as though the premise of this video, from what I've gathered from the title, is that a young lad is interviewing a young chap about a certain subject, yet the young chap, despite the questions pertaining to that subject, only wishes to talk about the vast array of collectibles and figurines that he has amassed throughout the years, despite all the questions being totally different. So let's go ahead and watch this video and give you guys my reaction and my thoughts on the video. Before I get in, remember to subscribe and like the video, and like it again with a different channel so I can get twice as many likes. We are shooting for 10 likes on this video. If I can get 10 likes, I will be very glad. So let's jump right in to the video and see what it has in store for us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very special guest in the building with us here today.
Very special.
HaroldF22,
let's see what
who just the other day rescued 2 kittens from the top floor of a burning building. Carl, thank you so much.
Very brave and heroic act, if I say so myself.
With all these news sources commending your tremendous act of bravery, would you consider yourself a hero?
The first toy I got was my...
Alright, so it seems as though the title of the video checks out. It seems that the very first question he asks, whether he believes he's a hero, he completely dodges to talk about his toy collection. Now, whether this is just, he's just getting this out of the way to talk about the subject afterwards, or if he's going to completely ignore his questions the whole interview, I don't know. We'll have to find out. But it's very interesting to see how the interviewer, the lad interviewing him, and the young chap being interviewed are going to react to each other throughout the video.
Super Saiyan Goku. Now, this is a pop vinyl.
Looks a bit confused. I would too.
In the internet world. But it's an entertainment exclusive, which means it's like very rare. And it's just a glow-in-the-dark little Goku figure here. And this is definitely one of my absolute favorites. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, which I'm sure many of you guys are. And yeah, this was definitely the first one I got. And this really jump-started my whole collection here. So yeah, no, this is what started it all, as they say.
When you were on the scene,
so it seems as though the young lad interviewing the man who rescued the kittens, it seems as though that he is just assuming that he might have misheard the first question, which is a possibility, and he is politely just assuming that and going on to the next question, hoping that he will respond to the question accurately, rather than dodging and talking about his toy collection. So he is handling this very well and very politely so far. So let's see how the interviewee will react. Will he continue to talk about his toy collection, or will he respond to the politeness and talk about what he was brought on to the show to talk about? Let's find out.
Scene of the burning building. What made you decide to run in and rescue the kittens yourself rather than calling 911 and waiting for help to arrive?
If I had to choose one, my favorite would definitely be...
Okay, so it seems as though he did not mishear the first question and is dodging the questions solely to talk about his toy collection. So it is clear now to the interviewer that he is being a little bit rude and dodging all his questions. So I'm very curious to see how he handles that after this part right here. So let's go ahead and find out.
My Bionicle one right here. This was the first Bionicle I ever got, and it's really one of the first Bionicles.
He does appear a little bit annoyed at this point. He went from confused to annoyed.
Do some damage here. It has like a little pull system there, and I don't know. I just really like this one. The way it looks, the way it kind of, its articulation, all that. It's just such a really nice toy. Really great. really great maneuvers there.
Okay.
So I'd say that would be my favorite for sure.
Carl, let's try to see our topic.
So it seems as though here he is trying to, he's acknowledging that he is dodging his questions, and he is trying to politely bring him on topic while avoiding conflict. He does not want to be rude. He wants it's clear that this man wants the interview to be a success. This is a pretty big story, a man rescuing 2 kittens from a burning building. It could be a very big for his show or interview show or channel or whatever it is. And so it seems very important that this interview must be a success, and he is trying to politely get him on, and we will see next how he will react to that. Will he acknowledge his fault? Will he acknowledge that, oh, I'm sorry, I have been a little bit rude, talking about my toy collection the whole time? Or will he be hostile and say, hey, how dare you, sir? I wish to talk about my figurines. We will have to find out. Let's check it out.
Topic here, all right? So
he's not here happy.
Why don't you talk to me a bit about the experience of running through?
He appears insulted,
building
if I say so
completely engulfed
myself.
in flames. What was it like for you running up? I think it's 7 stories in a burning building. What was that?
Well,
describe it to me.
It's a burning building, so it's hot.
Does not seem to be giving a lot of information.
And you go inside, and there's a lot of dust everywhere.
Despite this being a rather extraordinary act that he did, he is acting like it's a very boring event, while many people, myself included, consider this to be rather extraordinary. So it's interesting that he is sort of writing this off. It seems a little suspicious, if I do say so myself. It's going to be interesting to see where the next few minutes of this video lead us.
Everywhere, you get the 2 cats, kittens, sorry, and you run outside, and they're safe. That's really what happens. It's not that really, I don't know. It's not a really amazing story or anything.
How about you talk to me a bit more about, like,
So he
seems
to be persisting and continuing to be polite, despite his hostility. So he seems the interviewer seems very eager to get a very great interview from him. However, his hostility towards the interviewer does not seem to be interested at all in talking about it. So it's sort of like a battle between 2 minds. One who wants to talk about toys, the other wants to talk about a story. So it's going to be interesting to see if one of them gives in, or if it leads to some sort of battle at the end. Because there does seem to be a rising conflict emerging. So let's continue. And how do I continue?
There's monkey, symbol monkey, actually in Taiwan. This was actually one of my favorite pieces I picked up.
Seems to be
and
very
I just thought this one was really cool. I actually,
at this point.
It's a little funny. Me and this monkey did a little photo shoot. I'm sure the viewers would like to see this if you guys are interested. So this is us. We're drinking out of a little bird where they bath a bird bath. And we have this is me with him. We're next to another Buddha. We're doing a little squat there.
Whoa! Hold on. Let's zoom in on that picture right quick.
Squat there.
It seems as though he scrolls past this one rather quick, like he does not want us to see it. But it looks a lot like the picture we saw in the beginning. Let me scroll back to that.
So Carl, burning.
Here, same picture right here. So it appears, if I'm correct, that he may be faking this, which may explain why he is rather uninterested in the story he's telling. So we're going to see if the interviewer notices this, or if the interview continues the same way it has been going. So I'm very interested to see what happens now. Let's check it out.
A bird where they bath a bird bath. And we have this is me with him. We're next to another Buddha. We're doing a little squat there. And
whoa, wait a second.
So he has noticed the picture.
What picture? This one here?
No, the one before that.
This one.
Nigel, roll that picture. Look, that's
Sorry.
the same picture. Pull
Same
up both
picture.
pictures.
So he's clearly noticed that he is a fraud and came onto his show with a fake story, most likely so he can simply talk about his toy collection. So at this point, he is very angry. He definitely feels like he has a right to be angry since he's been rude to him the whole show. So I sense a lot of conflict about to come out. Let's continue to watch what happens.
Don't you dare do this. Don't you dare do this right now. Don't you dare do this.
You photoshopped that photo and faked this
So
story.
you're very aware
so you
that
can get on
that
my
is a
network
fake
and
photo.
talk about your stupid toy collection.
What did you
You're
just
a
say?
fraud.
Did you call my collection stupid? How dare you call my collection stupid, sir, and call me a child? Some of these toys are $20, $30, $40 for a collection for one toy, for one piece. Okay, sir. So this is not some little child's game. Okay, these are some big heavy hitter toys. All right. And how dare you come and tell me that these toys are? How dare you come and tell me that these toys are for children, okay? These toys are not for children. These are my toys. Does it look like I'm a child? I'm a little boy playing with my little toys outside by the curb eating ice cream?
Wow. So that was quite an angry monologue by the person. He was the young chap. He seems very passionate about his toy collection, and upon receiving criticism and being insulted, being called a child, he has reacted in a very hostile manner. He is very angry right now at the interviewer, who is also very angry at him, and we are about to see how he responds and handles this situation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about...
Looks like he might be crying at this point. Very.
Sir, are you crying?
Seems a bit amused by his tears.
I'm not crying. I'm not
You getting this, Nigel?
I'm not crying. It's okay. It's just... I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry, everyone. I got a little worked up. I'm sorry about that, sir. I'm very sorry.
Does not seem like he wants to handshake him.
I just want to say, I'm sorry for my little outburst, but when you go to 6 different networks, when you're turned down by NBC, CBS, BC9, and all the other different networks out there, GBC turned me down as well. Like, I get a little tired.
So it seems as though his anger is derived from his frustration from people's lack of interest in his toy collection. So that seems to be what is upsetting him, and it does not seem that the interviewer has much interest in his toys either.
Wanting to show off my collection and really educate the world about toys, and it's just, I can't find...
Well, I think the main problem might just be that no one above the age of 6 is actually cares about toys anymore.
So he just delivered an insult to him, seemingly to provoke him. I think he knows that that is going to get under his skin, and at this point he seems amused by his childishness, if I do say so myself, and I believe he feels it a bit warranted too, since he lied to get on the show. So it seems that the interviewer is not holding back at all. He is in full attack mode, ready to hurt his feelings, and now he seems to be the one currently winning the battle, but we still have about a minute or so left in the video. There's still time for the interviewee, the young chap with the toy collection, to strike back, so we will see how he fights back him.
That's probably why they turned down your show. I'm just saying, no offense here. Just...
Well, I'm going to tell everyone out there that I just took a lot of offense
very
to that
offended
comment
by
that
this.
he just made. I will admit that I did not fabricate, but I did stress the truth.
It does seem that he is admitting his faults to an extent, to sort of make up for what he did, possibly to get more viewers on his side and get more people supporting him, because I imagine at this point in the video, most of the people are on the side of the interviewer, who also most likely believes that what the interviewee did was wrong, lying to get on his show. Most of you are probably upset with the young chap right now who brought his toy collection onto the show, and he seems to be trying to salvage and repair that relationship with the viewers in the remaining minute that he has, so that he can defeat the interviewer in this great battle.
Truth slightly strips the truth slightly on the cat story. I'll say this: they weren't actually cats; they were kittens, and that they're.
Right.
This
It
is.
seems that he is about to make a physical move attack on the interviewee rather than attacking him himself. He believes that an attack on his toy collection that he prizes so much could really get under his skin. So he has grabbed the little bunny figure, and it's interesting to see what he is going to do with that. Is he going to break it? Is he going to throw it? Is he just messing with him? Is he actually going to go ahead and damage part of this man's collection? We'll find out. Let's see.
Tell you, please. I said when I came, do not put any. I don't want any fingerprints. Please put it down. I'm asking you nicely. Please put it down.
Like
I would like to.
Okay, so he just, folks, if you're watching this right now, he just ripped the ear off the bunny figure, which looked to me as one of his biggest and most valuable figurines that he has. He just stopped talking. He is very mad. He is in shock right now. We do not know what he's going to do. At this point, it seems like a physical, not verbal, a physical attack on the interviewer is likely, and the interviewer does not seem to be holding back. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this battle unfolds. He's clearly waging war, so he is ending the video right now. He wants to end it before any conflict arises. He is sticking his flag into the ground, saying, "I have won this battle," but as we see, we still have about 52 seconds left in the video, and it looks to me like the interviewee is not going to accept defeat and is ready to strike back. Let's see how this unfolds.
Here today. Thank you for tuning in, as always.
He's very angry.
We appreciate your viewership. Be sure to subscribe to.
Okay, so he's already done with the video. He is already in the subscribe screen. The interviewee has very little time to attack. I am very interested. I do not know, will he attack? Will he sit back? Let's find out.
I really appreciate the support. And until next time...
he's putting his glasses away. He does not want to damage those.
And, alright, that's a wrap.
Don't you dare turn off, Nigel! Don't you dare turn off that.
Nigel does not seem to be shutting off the camera. It appears that the video should have ended after the subscribe screen, but Nigel is continuing the recording, and he wants to see this conflict.
I spent $25 hard-earned dollars of my own money on that.
Things are getting very heated right now.
Don't you dare! Beat your fucking ass, you fuck! I'm gonna beat your ass!
He is so angry that he is grabbing him and pushing him, knocking over his toy collection, potentially damaging his life works. He is so angry.
I'm getting assaulted!
So now he has resorted to trying to play victim, saying he's getting assaulted when he was clearly the one assaulting. So he most likely saw that maybe he was not winning the battle, so he is resorting to trying to gather sympathy, try to get the other person in trouble for assaulting him. Alright, that was quite a riveting video. One of the most intense and gripping things I have seen in my entire life. Guys, I hope you liked the video. Be sure to comment, subscribe, like it, and also like it with another channel and a third channel so I can get 3 times as many likes. And until next time, be sure to check out my other parkour videos, and as well as my tutorials. And thank you for watching.